We have reached the point in the program the Secretary has enthusiastically embraced. It's called the Pop Quiz.
I thought that was discontinued for the pandemic.
Well, it was, but now since we're nearly out of the pandemic, we thought we'd bring it back. Okay. Question 1. We'll start with official state symbols. What is the official Massachusetts beverage? There's a multiple choice on the screen. Is it apple cider? Is it cranberry juice? Is it polar seltzer?
Cranberry juice.
Bingo, you're 1 for 1. You're a BC alum, as we said. Unlike BC, your in-state rival, the College of the Holy Cross, has sent a graduate to the Supreme Court. So who is it? Was it Lewis Powell, John Paul Stevens, Clarence Thomas? Powell, Stevens, or Thomas?
I would say Thomas.
Thomas is making you 2 for 2. Question 3, you are a proud son of Brighton, as we also said in the introduction. Before 1807, the Boston neighborhood was called something else. What was it called?
Little Cambridge.
Well, I got to get all of them out there first. Let me say Franklinville or Dublin Town. It is Little Cambridge.
It only became Dublin Town after it was Little Cambridge and my ancestors arrived.
See what I'm talking about? All right, here's the final question. Let's do one more state symbol. What is the official horse of Massachusetts? Is it a Morgan horse? Is it a quarter horse? Or is it a Clydesdale?
I'm not great at horses. I would say Morgan.
You are 4 for 4, sir. You are.
Which I think means that he is all for all that he's been on the
No, I had
OTR.
a bad one once, but
You did?
Now that can I retire successfully from
No,
the pub quiz?
no. You have to come back and defend your title.
I'm not retiring from anything else, by the way, just in case she tries to glean
Don't
something
be
from that.
confused.
You say you're not good at horses. You're good at horse races, though. I will tell you that,
Right.
as far as political horse
Yep,
races
very
are
good,
concerned.
yep.
Okay, so I happen to know that you have a flip phone, that you don't tweet, that you don't post on
I
Facebook.
do tweet officially.
Oh, you do officially, but
tweet or
you do
does
you
someone else
someone else
tweet
do
for
it for you?
I said I tweet officially.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
The Queen of
all right.
England tweeted
My
officially.
point exactly. Okay, and that you're not on Facebook. I mean, you don't do.
I'm on Facebook.
But you don't do it yourself, and you don't do
that's not all-
Instagram.
right. No, that's not all true.
Oh, all right. We'll go
So
give you a
what's your
break.
point?
But my point is,
If you have
you
one.
are going after one of the biggest online stock trading apps, which is
Yes,
Robinhood,
Robinhood.
which is trying to go public right now, and they're in the process of it. Can you stop them?
Well, I'm not necessarily trying to stop them from going public. They
But-
well, the issue is their business practices and how they treat their customers, including many of their Massachusetts customers. And we've seen some improvement in their actions already. They're suing me right now, so it's going to limit how much I'm able to say, because they were trying to remove the case from our jurisdiction if they could. The issue really is the conduct. The brokerage business is a business that is regulated for a good reason. And I'm heartened in particular that the new chairman of the SEC, Mr. Gensler, has commented favorably on some of the very issues that we've raised, the so-called gamification of investing. We also had some issues with the way they service their customers, people unable to trade when they wanted to trade. There were outages. We just had some very grave concerns about their business practices. That's the issue.
And are you? So how is it going right now? Are
Well,
you?
we have
are you think you're going to be able to change their way?
We have brought a complaint, a very serious complaint. They have brought an action in Superior Court trying to, on some of the aspects of our complaint, prevent us from going forward on it, and that's before the Superior Court at the present time.
You have been Secretary of State for 26 years. That's longer than Tom Brady's been a quarterback in the NFL. So, and Brady's still playing. So the question is, are you going to keep playing? Are you going to definitely run for an 8th term next year?
Well, we never know what we're definitely going to do.
Yeah, right.
I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
I've answered this question now repeatedly this year. You know, I will conclude one thing. So much of the time politically we spend talking about the next election instead of doing the
Right.
job we have.
Right.
I want to do the job I have, but I am interested in the next election. I enjoy what I do.
But do you look at the landscape? I mean, I believe in the last of those statewide candidates, the last time Elizabeth Warren was up statewide, the governor was up statewide, the attorney general was up statewide, and you got more votes than anybody.
Well, I mean, I'm appreciative of that. I'm proud of that, but I don't know that it means anything in the big picture. You know, I mean, I want to continue to earn people's trust.
When's your deadline for deciding
Well, I think by the end of the year.
this year?
This year. Well, next year is the election. I keep pointing that out. Next year is the election, not this year. Now, I understand that you've had a lot of folks announcing campaigns for next year, but a lot of them, I don't believe any of those people have ever run statewide before, so they probably need the time to familiarize themselves with the new landscape of the districts they're choosing. I don't have that issue.
Mr. Galvin, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming in.